Welcome back to SCV Today, and it's been a long time. We have not had a chance to talk real estate in Santa Clarita for a while.
Well, I talk real estate every day, but...
Well, I know you do, but among our people here that are inviting us into their living rooms, thank you very much
Suckers.
for doing that.
I was kidding.
I appreciate you.
So do I. Don't you have something better to do?
Okay, moving around.
Let's bring Mike Bjorkman into this.
Why do you say living rooms and not their bedrooms?
Because it's a morning show.
Oh.
But
I've seen it at 2 in the morning.
I know.
It is morning at 2 in the morning.
I happen to know someone that watches us from his bed at like 2, 3 in the morning. Ray Tippett.
Yay, the Pope.
The Pope of
The
Hope.
Pope of Hope.
We love Ray.
Yeah, he watches us. He said in the middle of the night, he brings out his iPad and he goes to our on-demand.
That concerns
us.
me. Late at night, and,
Yeah.
and Ray's watching us.
Okay, well, it's Mike's time. We'll talk about Mike.
Yeah, let's talk about Mike. This is what I do. There's been so much that has been going on in real estate, and we've been hearing about how the markets is going up. I mean, double-digit percentages all across the board. Everything's going up. This is clearly a seller's market now. Should buyers beware?
Kind of the same thing we talked about last time. Buyers should still buy. Rates are still low. And prices have stopped going up for the most part in most neighborhoods. Between the interest rate hike and affordability, it's really slowed down. Yesterday in our training on HomeSmart, we were talking all about price reductions, and we hadn't seen those in so long, and being careful about putting your home on the market overpriced. What everybody did is, Sally and Joe next door got $450 for my house, so I can surely get $475, and then it just went on. And at some point it got ridiculous, and sure enough, our inventory has doubled, and half that inventory is just overpriced homes, and the buyers aren't stupid, and they're just, it's crazy. So now we're doing price reductions, and the average time on the market is doubled and tripled already. So it's not the bubble, or anything like that. It's just people got to get a little realistic. And every time at the end of summer this happens, regardless of the market. I see it every year. So it's not a big deal.
Is it an adjustment? I mean, it's been going up, or we're going to have a little adjustment, and then we're going to see it climb back?
No, we just need to have, not an adjustment, we just need to have the people that are overpriced and unrealistic get realistic and reduce their price to market value, get their home sold, and move on.
All right, let me ask you another question, and I know if I may.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah, you said you had a question.
Oh, I do, and I've got
Totally
this one.
part of your show.
Well, no, I know, but real estate's a Tami thing, and I just want to make certain it's good.
Say that again.
Real estate is a Tami thing.
That's right.
Tami is a real estate thing.
That's right. I have a friend who said that he was thinking, he has a lot of equity in his house. He was thinking about selling his house, quitting his job, renting someplace, so that he could spend the last 5 years with his child, who is 13 years old, because he wants to be able to spend as much quality time with his family as he possibly can. And he feels right now he doesn't get that because of his job.
He's a slave to his home.
Go on.
Well,
A lot of people feel that way. A lot of people work 40 hours a week just to make their house payment. They live beyond their means.
But he has a lot of equity in his house. So if
I
what he said to
commend
me
him
is
for
that
doing
he's
that.
thinking about. I commend him too. He asked me, what's more important, family or home?
Family.
Family, of course. Everyone's going to answer that. So he says, well, I'm thinking about selling my home, living off the equity until my son goes off to college, and then I'll think about where I'm going to be at that point in life.
Yeah, a lot of people right now are asking me, should I sell because I want to do my future dream? Like him, spend time with his family, buy a retirement home. And it's a big question to ask a real estate agent, and we got to think about it carefully before we answer. And we talk about this all the time at the office. If we believe in our hearts and know the statistics, we are told that the market could go up another 5 to 10% just this year alone. So if your friend was to call me and ask me, should I sell now? I could say, well, you could sell now, be totally safe, have enough money. You can gamble and wait another year. What if it does go up 10 more percent? What if you do get another $80,000, $90,000 out of that home? And I heard where you said Ray lived, I think, so it's a big home. And then also, I might say, but yet, in 3 months, we could have a 9.5 earthquake and shatter every one of your dreams. You want to gamble?
Right.
But his biggest dream is spending more time with his family.
That's what I'm saying. If he waits 3.5 months, we have a big earthquake and he loses everything.
So it's not.
That's how it happens.
I don't think. And the phone rings.
The wife knows what I'm doing right now. Hi, Anne-Marie. Unbelievable. I just leave my phone on because I was going to name our candy here.
Yeah.
So you see what I'm saying?
No,
You can
I
say-
do, but I want to make sure that you understand what
But
his
your
point is.
Your main question, though, was not so much should he sell. The real question was, after he does that, say that he makes this dream a reality, is he better off to downsize and purchase a smaller home
Of course.
or rent? And I had said I think he should be purchasing.
Renting is never an option in an appreciating market. You
that
always
was
want to
what he
buy,
said.
and even if he sells his home and takes, from a $900,000 to a $400,000 house, and we do appreciate another 10%, I at least benefit 40 grand instead of renting, making somebody else rich.
That's exactly what I said, isn't it?
So yeah, of course. I mean, that's you always want to buy when feasible.
Right. Okay.
That's pretty much that.
Those are my big questions.
You know what we wanted to talk about, and Tami and I had an appointment last night. A lot of people, we don't really have the talk about divorce. And, again, being in the business 20 years plus, and we know the statistics in California, almost 1 out of 2 people that get married get a divorce. And when you're selling homes, that links directly to real estate. And divorce. So almost half of my business is divorce. And, and I thought, she said, what are we going to talk about on the show? I thought it might be interesting to point out some of the things to be aware of when you are going through a divorce. So many things come up like, whose side is this agent on, the husband or wife's? Who should I list with a friend, or do I want to be more private and list with somebody that's not, that I don't know from Adam, somebody far away or something like that? A lot of these questions come up, and I like to answer those. Like last night we talked about, attorneys. Attorneys like to refer their own agents for what should be obvious reasons. They want to get paid somehow, some way. So you might not be choosing the agent based on marketing and negotiating skills. You might be choosing an agent based on attorney pressure, which is never good. And I've over the years we're highly paid psychiatrists for people, and when they're going through divorce, my main concern is, and obviously Tami's is, getting the home sold for the highest price in the quickest, most amount of time. But there has to be there's no sides to take, you know what I mean?
Right.
There's no reason to take a side. Whether we hate the husband or hate the wife or vice versa, whatever, doesn't matter. We still don't get paid until the escrow is closed. We still want those neighbors to see how awesome we are and watch our record-breaking sales in record amount of time. So those are the things we think about. At some point, all we care about is getting that family the most money possible. So we don't have to choose sides. So, but when it does come time to divorce, there's a lot of things where experience kicks in. Most of the attorneys out here I know, most of the attorneys in all of Southern California I know from the divorces, many of them refer business to me. I understand how their court dates work. I understand how the courts think with children, where you're going to end up, those types of things. And there's a lot of questions that came up, and I said, geez, not too many people ask these questions, on a TV show or.
Right. Well, I think the most important thing too that we've learned is so many of these people that are going through a divorce in situations like this is they feel like they have to handle it all on their own. They're trying to figure this out and that out, and leave that up to the professionals.
Right.
You remove yourself away because you're too emotional to make those decisions anyway when you're in that situation.
You find that out, right? You find out how emotional these people are.
and you need to literally say, you are my professional. I trust you, and you need to literally get rid of that, take that off your plate. You already have so many things going on, and that's why it's so important to have someone, like Mike on your side that really understands and really cares and really wants to put it all together without the emotions, because there's so many emotions involved. And we saw it last night. We literally saw, we literally saw bricks being taken off of someone's back. And when they realize, oh wait, I don't have to worry about this. Wait, you're going to take care of that, and you're going to take. It's an amazing thing to see, and it's great.
And the thing that what you're saying is reminding me, going back to something that you had said, and you were talking about, should a friend be my realtor, or should I bring in someone that's not a friend? If a friend comes in as a realtor, is there still that emotional element that might be present when in a real estate transaction?
Well, and that's a whole nother topic, but friends, depending on how close they are. This particular person I would consider a friend, but just as much I'd consider an acquaintance. That I know just enough about the people to communicate with them properly and, have compassion for their family. If it's a really close friend, I'll have Tami work with them. Because sometimes, have you ever had that feeling in your stomach when you work with a friend and then afterwards the relationship could be a little bit different when you involve business? Right. So I'm smart enough from past experience to have Tami handle those things. Right. But if it's somebody we call like a community partner, somebody we're out at charity events and auctions and whatnot, then of course, there's nothing better than having somebody like us on your side. If you go get some stranger that doesn't know you, doesn't care about you, might not know the area, might not have the effort and energy that it takes to really get a home sold for a higher price, then you have some problems. So it's always better to have somebody you know, like, and trust. And sometimes people are a little embarrassed with their divorce. Sometimes it brings out the ugliest part of people, and they do and say things that they regret later. Right. But we just let it roll off our back because, it's our business, and we're professionals, and we need to not necessarily listen or believe other sides. We're here to do a job, get it done right, and move on, and make it all better for those people.
Right. Let them allow them to move on with their lives.
Yeah.
Yeah. And at the end of the day, when the transaction is all done, to have them say, thank God I had them on my side. That's what's real important.
And we do it so much. It's just something that's never talked about. It's always kind of hush-hush, but it's really important because it's almost half of our business.
Yeah.
Crazy to think about that.
You brought some
What do we
goodies.
got?
You brought some goodies.
I wanted to give a plug to the wonderful Mindy Russell. She's my main property manager at SCV Leasing. I mean, she basically runs the company. And her mother, God rest her soul, has passed now, but she passed down some amazing candy recipes. And Mindy is always coming up with new ideas and recreating unbelievable recipes. And like, for instance, this popcorn is so good. It's got all kinds of candy in it and sweet stuff. But there's the name of one of these things, which is hilarious. Moose Munch popcorn. Where is this thing? It's back
That
here.
one, yeah.
It's like,
I love
it's got popcorn, nuts,
that up.
chocolate.
Open it up.
Go ahead. It's crazy. But Mindy, I asked her, I said, look.
You're being so nice and delicate.
I was trying to not make noise into my microphone.
But listen to the
heck?
story.
This
It's
is time
really
to eat.
amazing.
Okay, I want to hear the story.
So Mindy, I don't want any of that. I had 4 pounds of that last night. Mindy says to me, I said, what in the world are you doing selling candy? And she goes, Mike, honestly, being a property manager is so stressful. When I come home, this relaxes me and it gets her out of the 100 million mile an hour day. And I said, you know what, I can appreciate that. So I wanted to say, hey, we give these to clients all the time as gifts. So I just wanted to give her a little plug there.
This has pistachios in it.
It's amazing.
So yummy.
It's cranberry, pistachio, yogurt or something like that. It's amazing.
Mindy has just given this.
Great job,
to me.
Mindy.
It's not.
I
If you think
wanted
you're
you
getting
guys
any
all
of
to
it, you
try
guys.
it.
No.
I wanted you guys all to try it because it's really that good. It's so unusual. And this is like cinnamon,
Someone
sugar,
in the office
pecans.
yesterday, Jenny, was just going on and on about how fabulous these are.
They are. They
Was it?
absolutely
Yeah,
are.
something pecans. I know.
So it's, what is it? Kitchen Kandy with K's.
Kitchen
Kandy
Kandy Homemade Confections.
Yeah, I know. I think we got a
Confections.
close-up of the label
I'll put
with
her
her
phone number on the website again underneath the show. And
Yeah,
Mike,
is
bring us
great.
treats every time you come, please.
Mindy, make us treats every time.
We want treats every week, Mindy.
Isn't Mike a treat enough?
Mike is a treat. He lights up my life, just like Debbie James said.
You know what? It's been so weird. I haven't been on the
8 years
show in so long. I think it was like a month.
Yeah.
Would we
That's
go
how long we've been
hiatus just because of the
She was gone.
big
She was
shows there?
crisscrossed the country twice.
Well, we
Let's
could have
face
done it. We
If
could have
I'm
handled
not
it
here,
without her.
what's the purpose of having the show? I mean,
We
really.
rocked the shish kebab out of this show when you were there.
Hey, you know
Well
what? Stacey House was telling me how much fun you guys had. She
Totally.
said it was
Yeah.
great, and she did. Everyone that filled in for me did a great job.
Yeah, it was fun.
But we did miss you.
I hope so. We're at 15 minutes. We better go.
Yeah, exactly. Thanks, Mike.
So thank you guys.
Appreciate
Good to
it,
be
as
back.
always.
From next, every single week now, we'll have something very organized to talk about real estate wise.
We weren't organized today.
We're
Well,
not generally organized.
I'll bring more statistics because statistics right now are crucial as we get into the end of summer, the start of the holidays, through the holidays. That's how ridiculous I am. I watch the market daily, not weekly. So every 7 days to me in real estate, there's so much that goes on, and people don't realize how much the market can go like this in just a week. It's kind of like the stock market. And people
I need to
don't
go
realize
because I
it.
have to have a moment alone with these pecans.
Actually, what
Okay,
we
we're
need
out.
to do, Morris, I don't know if you've got this queued up.
Oh, yeah, we got to twist out.
We got to twist out, baby.
No way.
With Mike Bjorkman in here.
There's no way.
We're going to twist out. Let's go.
No, I'm going
Everybody
to twist
stand up.
right out the studio.
You're going to, that's fine, whatever it
Why would
takes.
you even say that?
Thank you. Thank you for being a part of our,
know.
part of your day with us. We hope you have a good rest of your day.
You can twist it.
I did not twist.
Can you do your leg up?